Hey folks, how you doing? Put that window up a little bit. Papa Joe here. I'm reading. Yeah, I am capable of that. And I read all kinds of stuff on here. Read stuff from both Hillary and Trump. Read different sources. Now, something I've been complaining about, and y'all have heard about it, it just burns my butt that if I disagree with you, then I have to be some kind of something other than me. Must be anti-this and got this phobia and that phobia. I'll bring that back in a minute. Some of the worst bites is the way they're hollering that the Trump supporters are low educated white people. We're haters. We're scared. And yeah, I'm starting to consider myself a Trump supporter simply because there is no way I could force myself to vote for Hillary. I can't do it. I can't do it. But now, because I can't do it, means I must be a hater. Because I'm being forced to vote for Trump, that means I must be a hater. Now, I just did a post where they're talking about Trump's gaining on her, closing the gap. And they said it's still up in the air. They said this is a very historical election. We have never in the history of our country had an election like this where both contendants are so hated. And I gotta agree with them. I mean, for years we was voting for the better of two evils. We ain't even doing that now. So they don't know what way it's gonna go. Kinda gotta wait and see what way the wind blows. Now, this thing that made me make this video, another one of my pet peeves. This is Hillary. I ain't gonna read all the beginning. On her website, Clinton describes the alternative right movement, alt-right for short, as one fostering anti-Muslim, anti-immigration, anti-multiculturalism, and anti-women rhetoric. A white supremacist movement, and one that Trump has not only refused to denounce, it's one he actively courts. Extremist supporters of this hate movement have happily found a candidate in Trump. Her campaign also released an ad last week featuring Ku Klux Klan leaders praising Trump. Now, folks, if that ain't the skillet calling the kettle black, Hillary is all but wed to ISIS and all of them countries over there that hate us. She has taken so much money from them in the Clinton Foundation. Well, guess what? It's her foundation. And no, I don't think that money's going out to no charities. I think that's their retirement, if they ever retire. That's the money that she has sold our country out to gain. And she has never denounced ISIS or any of them over there that hates us and wants to kill us. But she's going to call Trump out because he didn't denounce Ku Klux Klan and this alternate right, and just because somebody supports you don't mean you agree with them. If you're running and I support you, that don't mean that you agree with everything that I have to say. Duh. When it comes to politics and money, politicians have never been known for turning down money, regardless where it comes from. To me, it's stupid. I'm sorry. There's absolutely no sense to it. You know, back when I did trade shows in the rock and roll circuit, both of them had a saying a whole lot alike. To paraphrase, chaos creates cash. If you're ever at a load in or load out of a trade show or a rock and roll show, I guarantee you it's like a busy anthill. You got people streaming every which way. Boom, 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 boom. Stuff happens quick. But everybody knows their job. They ain't worried about what this guy's doing because that ain't their job. And if his job don't pertain to their job, and a lot of them do enter, you know, they ain't worried about it. You do yours, I'll do mine, and we'll get this stuff together, and it comes together real well. That ain't politics. Politics is up there, let me take your money, but I'm going to badmouth this guy when he takes your money. Then they go hollering that Trump is trying to build his campaign off of fear. He's a fear monger, you know. He's feeding off of our fear, or he's running off of our fear, however you want to say it. We're all scared. Are you scared? You're scared, so you better vote for Trump. If you're scared, that means you must be a dumbass and you can't look at the politics that's going on around us and be able to figure it out. You need one of these high-educated, thieving-ass politicians to guide you down the right road because you're not smart enough to figure it out. And they say that about us regular working folks, that we're low-educated. Well, guess what? You're doing the same damn thing to your Democrats. So does that make them low? I did a post today. It said Democrats know everything and have the answer to everything unless they're under oath and in a court hearing. Then they don't remember nothing. Imagine that. They're both feeding off of our fears and our angers, and guess what? That ain't a new game. That's politics. That's politics. The only thing that's been different in the last few years on politics, I don't know, 12, 16 years, whatever, and it ain't necessarily new, it's just came out where it's in the open more, and that's the way the media is leaning. The media has nothing good to say about anything Republicans want to do, and they turn a blind eye to anything bad the Democrats do, and if the Democrats are doing that, it must be great. Happy, happy, happy. Yeah. Is it dripping with sarcasm? I hope so. I hope you hear it. I do not like, you know, I ain't been a big fan of Trump's. Still ain't. I don't like the man. I have a lot of friends that are big supporters of Trump. And I don't like hearing them be rated and beat down and called dummies. Because they're not. Even when we're disagreeing on politics, that don't make them a dummy. They are very intelligent individuals, and they are quite capable, and they know what's happening in our country. They're out here working for a living. They know what's happening in the working world. If you don't ever get out of the Beltway in D.C., how do you know what's going on out here unless some paid peon is going to tell you what is going on out here, and he's going to have a biased opinion because you're paying him to. So don't call my friends dummies. They're not. I might not agree with them, but they're not dummies. Don't tell me that my friends and myself now are going to vote for Trump because we're scared. I got news for you. I ain't scared of you. I'd just soon put a bullet between your eyes and look at you. Yeah, that's old hardcore Marine in me. That's what our country taught me to do. My country taught me to love my country. Or my government taught me how to fight for the love of my country. And you're destroying it. And then you're going to tell me that it's bad because I love my country. That football player that ain't standing up for the national anthem, I don't care. That's his right to be a dumbass. It's his right. That's what I served for. That's what my son fought for. But don't tell me I'm scared. I'm scared of him. No, I ain't. I probably shouldn't have said that about putting a bullet between their eyes. But it's the damn truth. There's a lot of us old veterans out here that our government has taught us about war. You can't unteach that. There's a lot of us out here that was raised patriotic. You can't unteach that. And being patriotic is not a bad thing. And what Trump is wanting to do is not kick out all the Muslims and kick out all the Mexicans. He has never said that. Y'all love misquoting him, y'all mean in the media. Y'all have misquoted him so bad. And yet, when Bill Clinton was running, he said the same stuff that Trump is now saying, but you conveniently forgot that, didn't you? But we're supposed to be stupid and we can't remember it because you can't remember it. Wrong answer. Why do they have to play all of us, the regular Americans, the working class? Why they got to play us like we're some kind of damn fool? They say it, we're supposed to eat it up. There's some that do, but the majority of us don't. And yeah, I still think they're pushing for a war in this country. I really do. And I think they're going to be surprised. I really do. I think they're going to find out there's a whole bunch of Papa Joes out there that knows a little bit more than they do. But guess what? My life's lived. I'm 57 years old. I ain't worried about what I'm going to get out of this world. I know what I'm getting. I'm getting a trip to heaven. But I am worried about what I'm leaving for my grandbabies. I have 16 grandbabies. And look at the mess we're leaving them. Now, do you think that I won't fight for my family? You think I won't fight for my real America, not this new shit? I wear this stuff all the time. Proudly. I wear it all the time. We've got those that already have. All gave some gave all. You know? And we're tired of being walked on. It don't make a lot of sense to me for a government to spend so much money training a bunch of us, and I mean bunches of us. I'm 57 years old. It's been 40 years since I joined the Marine Corps. How many do you think have came through since? How many older than me do you think still out there? And you want to piss off a bunch of people that you taught how to fight a war? You want to get a bunch of ghetto rats out there creating chaos in the streets? This is the year of chaos. You really want to put somebody that holds a gun sideways up against trained veterans? And do you really think that the government, the military of today is really going to turn their guns against the masses? I don't think so. And yeah, I've heard about the UN thing. Do you really think that all of us veterans and our modern day military is going to allow the UN to come in and walk over us? I don't think someone thought this out very well. Question is, do I want to post this? Because this is a very aggressive video. And I'm sure it will get reported as a hate crime. Now, I ain't hating the individual peoples. I am hating what our government is trying to do to us. I am hating what... You better not cut that so short there, horse trailer. I hate the media playing us for clowns. Well, guess what, media? You're the clown. I am tired of Facebook and YouTube and everybody else censoring our free speech. I am tired of hearing my friends get 30 days in Facebook jail because they spoke the truth, but yet you'll let some Muslim burn people and behead people and shoot people, and you let them post that on the internet? You let them post that on Facebook? And that's not a hate crime? But me sitting here and saying that I don't want illegals in my country, that's a hate crime. And no, I don't think that two illegals making a baby should create an anchor baby. No. If you want to be in this country, I'll welcome you open arms. If you do it legally. Reading a letter, woman posted. I forget where she was from. And she was saying how Donald Trump is going to just create destroy their local neighborhoods because she's here illegally, her mama's here illegally, her daddy got deported 8 years ago because he was here illegally, and this just ain't right. Yes, it is. You're here illegally, get out. Come back legally. I don't understand how illegal Mexicans come into this country and tell us what bad people we are for not open-armedly accepting them, when if you try to go to Mexico as an illegal, they lock your ass up for a long time. If any of their citizens help you as an illegal, you being an illegal, they get locked up for a long time. They built a wall on their southern border to keep them people out, but they're offended by us wanting a wall on the northern border. One of my friends did a post about that today, and some woman got on there comparing this wall that Donald Trump's talking about to the wall around Germany. It was made to keep people in. Do we really want that in America? She understands history, and this is all bad. No, it's built to keep the illegals out, and if you want to cross them borders legally, there are portals, just like there are right now. Illegals need to stay out. Period. If you're here illegally, you need to go. Come back legally. Yeah, I know it's hard to get here legally. I know it's damn near impossible. Tough. Life ain't easy. That don't mean I hate them, and I don't hate them. But I don't want you here. Go back and fix your country. Same thing to the Muslims. They want to come over here because they're so suppressed over there and all that nonsense. So they want to come over here and for the safety. And then they want to change our country into what they just left. If you like that kind of nonsense, if you like living that culture, go back to your country and fix your country. You got the cojones to run your mouth over here and in France. Look how they're doing all that stuff, riding in the streets and beating people up and burning cars. And well, if you've got all them big old cojones, you're that brave, get your ass back to your country and fight ISIS or whoever it is that's taking over your country. You're so bad at attacking little old ladies and stuff and ganging up on people. Go back and fight your own battle. Why you got other countries having to go in to fight your battle while you run like the coward that you are, and then you're going to try to change the place that's giving you a safe haven, tell them how bad they are, you're mooching off of them, beating their people up, and trying to change it into the mess that you just left. Now, where does that make sense at? Have you heard enough? And I'm not angry. Really ain't. And I'm not a hater. Really ain't. But I damn sure like to call right and wrong. And when it don't make sense, it don't make sense. I read my comments. If you got something to say where I was wrong, give me decent verbiage. You'll come on ranting and raving and cussing me, you probably won't like the response you get, if you get one at all. But if you have something with common sense and a little bit of knowledge in it, some thought into it, I'll gladly read it. There was an individual on one of the Black Lives Matter thing. Me and her got into a real nice conversation. I enjoyed it. I think it was a woman. I don't know that. But they said they enjoyed it too. And we both agreed that if the main parties could have a conversation like her and I did, then they might actually accomplish something. But you know what? I don't think they really want to accomplish anything. What's the old saying? Follow the money. Somewhere in all of this mess that I was just talking about, all of it, the Mexicans, the illegal Mexicans, the Muslims, all of it, there's a money trail there somewhere. Take somebody smarter than I, with more time and technology than I, to follow it, find it, follow it. But it all leads to the dollar. We know where it is. It's in the Clinton Foundation. She sold us out to so many of them sand countries over there, it's pitiful. That she hasn't denounced. But Trump's a bad guy for not denouncing some of his supporters. Gotcha. And I'm gullible enough to believe all that. I'm buying it. He's bad, you're good. Gotcha. Well, that was my little rant. Something to get off my chest. So, it is what it is. You know what? God loves you. So do I. God gets upset with us. I get upset with us. But we both still love you. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Talk to me later.